Hi everybody, I'm Jordan Conley, the president of Obsidian HR. In these times of unprecedented challenges and turmoil, the importance of providing strong leadership to your teams is more important than ever. To my fellow leaders, executives, and business owners, I say to you, you are not alone. We are all in uncharted waters, and I'm bringing you this brief daily series to help it the best way that I can. In today's video, I'll be addressing something that's on the top of mind for nearly everybody today: working remotely and being productive at it. Specifically, I'll be talking about how to lead your team remotely, how to keep them engaged, productive, and keep your business culture alive. Leading a team remotely certainly takes some adjustment. The reality is remote work simply has more friction involved in the interactions. While your team is together in an office, friction is low. It's easy to stop by and chat with someone or catch them in the hall. It's effortless to grab a group of people and have an ad hoc meeting on a critical topic. Being a remote team adds friction to each and every one of these interactions. It requires picking up the phone, setting up a video call, which just requires just enough effort that without deliberate action, your internal communications will grind to a halt. Your job as a leader of a remote team is to do everything you can to reduce this friction. Here's some of my tips on how to do that best. First, you have to determine and commit to the tools your team are going to use to communicate and work together. Slack and Zoom, that's fine. Microsoft Teams, that's fine. GoToMeeting, it simply doesn't matter, but you must choose and curate the tools so that everyone is interacting in the same way. Second, you have to set team norms. As the leader, it's your job to establish how your work and communication is going to adapt to this remote environment. As this is so different from what's been typical, you'll probably need to be more prescriptive than normal so the team's clear on how they're expected to work together. I recommend keeping your meeting rhythms as similar as possible to how they were before, but make adaptations that make sense of the new reality. For example, we've always done a daily stand-up or a huddle, but with everyone working remote, we've now combined the team huddles into a daily all-hands in an effort to ensure that everyone in the company has an opportunity to connect with everyone at least once a day. These norms should also include how you expect your team to show up. For example, I'm requiring employees to use video on all calls because I find it improves the quality of the communication and keeps people more engaged. As the leader, your job is not only to set these norms, but to lead by example in embracing them. You also need to empower your team to hold each other accountable and you accountable for maintaining and meeting these norms. Next, as good as the tech tools have gotten, people still need help being effective with them. Your team members come with different levels of comfort with technology. Consider creating a buddy system so the more tech-savvy team members can work with those that are more comfortable with it and can overcome those technology challenges that are inevitably going to pop up. Next, for these rough times, Maslow's hierarchy absolutely applies. If your employees can't feed themselves and their families or have other basic necessities, they won't be able to give you their all. If you're in a position to help them in any way, consider doing so, or at least asking them if they need that help. Finally, I recommend you find a little bit of room for fun. You won't be going to lunch together or grabbing a beer at the bar near the office for a while, but that doesn't mean you can't still have some social time with your team. Schedule a virtual happy hour or game of Pictionary. Talk about anything other than the coronavirus during that time, and make sure you're putting the effort forward to continue to build the genuine relationships that are so important to a great culture. That's all I have for today. I hope you find these tips useful. If you do, hit the subscribe button below. You can make sure you get my daily updates going forward. Thanks and have a great day.